Help me reach 4,000 subscribers. Show some love by liking the video and dropping your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. Thank you. My story begins on the night of my 35th birthday. I walked into that rooftop lounge believing life had finally calmed down. Claire, my wife, had spent weeks arranging the celebration at the downtown spot we both adored. Warm lights glowed across the terrace. The DJ mixed nostalgic throwbacks, and our friends chatted around us with relaxed grins. Standing there, I felt fortunate. After years of non-stop pressure, work, family, everything, it finally seemed like we had found our rhythm again. Steady, safe, close. But that illusion cracked faster than I ever expected. It started almost unnoticeably, like the first wind before a storm. Claire kept glancing at her phone. Each time the screen lit, she'd flip it face down and force a cheerful expression when she realized I was looking. I told myself she was dealing with last-minute party details. The DJ, the food, something harmless. Then she slipped away to take a call. Her voice was hushed, tense. When she came back, her expression was different. Not upset, not angry, more like she was bracing herself for something. A moment later, a tall man walked in. At first I didn't place his face, but Claire's reaction said everything before she even spoke. She went stiff for a second, then softened, almost melting. It was Adam, her ex. The ex she said she hadn't contacted in years. The ex she claimed she blocked long before we met. The ex who supposedly never appeared in her life anymore. Yet here he was, strolling into my birthday like he belonged on the guest list. Claire hurried over to him with a smile that was too bright, too practiced. "I didn't think you'd actually come," she said as she wrapped her arms around him. It wasn't a quick, polite hug. It was long enough to make my stomach shift. I approached them, trying to stay steady. Claire introduced us casually, like this wasn't completely out of line. "Ethan, this is Adam." He was nearby, so I told him to drop in. She wouldn't even meet my eyes. I could hear the lie in her voice. I shook his hand, pretending everything was fine. He smirked, like he already knew he had the upper hand. The DJ transitioned into a slow song. Couples drifted to the dance floor. I grabbed a drink to keep myself grounded. When I turned around, Claire was gone. She wasn't with our friends. She wasn't beside me. She was in the center of the dance floor, with him. Her hands rested on his shoulders. His grip settled on her waist. Their bodies swayed together like this was something familiar. My birthday. My wife, her ex, a slow dance. My chest tightened. The room blurred. The lights felt too sharp. I waited for her to step away, to remember I was standing right there watching, but she stayed close to him. She laughed softly. She leaned in, her head tilted near his, and something inside me went silent. Not fury, just a deep, hollow stillness. I put my glass down, slipped past a group of guests, and walked straight out of the lounge. I didn't announce anything. I didn't look back. The night air hit me like the truth I'd been avoiding, crisp, cold, painfully clear. I walked 3 blocks without any idea where I was going. The quiet street felt harsher than the noise I left behind. For the first time in our marriage, I didn't want a conversation. I didn't want an explanation or an argument. I just wanted to be away. Within minutes, my phone started buzzing nonstop. Claire, then Megan, her friend, then Claire again. I ignored them. A text followed. "Ethan, please come back. It's not what you think." I said nothing. Another message came. "I need to explain. You leaving caused a scene." Good. I thought. Maybe she could feel a fraction of the humiliation I'd felt watching her with him. Then Megan called again and left a voicemail, her voice shaking. "Ethan, something happened after you left. You really need to hear this." Adam tried to drag Claire off the dance floor. She refused. He got aggressive, like he expected her to just go with him. Security stepped in, and she broke down crying. She wasn't flirting. Ethan, she was scared. She only invited him because she wanted to prove to herself that she was over him. She didn't think he'd act like that. She kept asking for you. My breathing faltered. Claire's next message was different. No panic, no excuses, just honesty. I made a mistake. I thought I could handle seeing him again. But it brought back fears I never told you about. I shouldn't have danced with him. I shouldn't have asked him to come. I'm sorry. Please come home. I need you. The anger in me cracked, not disappeared, but softened by something deeper, understanding. Claire always appeared confident, but beneath that confidence were unresolved wounds I'd only caught glimpses of. I walked back toward the lounge with no idea what conversation awaited us. When I arrived, she was standing outside, hugging herself, mascara streaked, shivering from guilt more than the cold. She saw me, stepped forward, and folded into my arms as if she'd been barely holding herself together. We talked for hours, her past, her fears, her bad decision, my hurt. Nothing instantly healed, but something shifted. The illusion that we were unbreakable disappeared, replaced by something real. Two flawed people finally being honest. And strangely, that honesty became the foundation of something stronger than the celebration we had planned. Over the next few weeks, we rebuilt trust slowly, through honesty, patience, and choosing each other again every single day.